Hello, it's November the 3rd, Tuesday, election day, and we will need to pray today that God's will be done on earth even as it is in heaven. And we have a very appropriate psalm, I think, for the tumult of today and what may transpire in the coming days. And it's Psalm 91, which begins, it's unattributed. He who dwells in the shelter of the Most High will abide in the shadow of the Almighty. And it's a metaphor of God like a great bird with outstretched wings and little chicks taking refuge beneath the shelter of those wings. And then in verse 4, he will cover you with his pinions, and under his wings you will find refuge. And many of you will think of Ira Sankey's hymn that we sing in our church, under the care of my God, the Almighty, and a wonderful refrain at the end, typical Sankey refrain at the end, under his wings, and so on. The psalm is set in the midst of the threat of tumult and war and trial and difficulty, and it begins and ends with a wonderful depiction of God and the protection of God. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. He will command his angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways. And then at the end of the psalm, 8 things that the psalmist promises that God will do for his children. He will deliver him, protect him, answer him, be with him in trouble, rescue him, honor him, satisfy him, show him salvation. Think about those 8 things, the promises that God makes to his children. It's not so much that this psalm is saying that God will deliver you from all trial. Interestingly, in verse 3, he talks about the deadly pestilence, and he mentions pestilence again in the psalm. And of course, we would think of COVID-19. This is not a psalm to say that you or I will never get COVID-19. What this psalm is saying, that nothing will happen to us except by the overruling providence and care of the Almighty. He will care for us, even if that means he will bring us home to himself. A wonderful psalm, perhaps today on election day, to take refuge under the wings of the Almighty. Well, have a wonderful day.
We hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, and you want to make sure you get all of our content, not just videos, but podcasts and ministry updates, make sure you download our app. If you think you might have missed a video, click on our YouTube channel. A link should be down below. There you can see all of our videos, and if you want to make sure you don't miss anything in the future, hit subscribe. If you want to be one of the first ones to know when we release a video, hit that little bell icon. And if this video has blessed you and you can think of someone else that it might help, use that share icon and send it to them. All, of course, for the edification of God's people and the glory of his name. Until next time, God bless.